We are continuing our chat with Oscar-winning actor and author Matthew McConaughey. So you write a lot about your family in Green Lights. By the way, I have my copy of the book. Love it. Your parents had a sometimes volatile relationship. They were divorced twice, married 3 times, but they did have a lot of passion for each other, a lot of love. So what's something, Matthew, from their marriage that you've tried to emulate or avoid in yours?
Oh. Well, I don't, Camilla and I don't like as rocky of a relationship as my mom and dad had. Like I said, they were divorced twice, married 3 times. I don't think we need to go through that to come out and say we did it like my mom and dad did. But that's how they communicated. You know, one thing they practice, which we try to practice in our family, is never go to bed with a grudge. No matter if you're upset with you go to bed with a kiss and a hug goodnight. Whether it's the kids, whether it's me, whether it's Camilla, you don't go to bed with a grudge. We're going to hash it out right now. We're going to forgive it. We're going to forget it. And tomorrow morning, we're going to start anew. You know, it's a challenge in all relationships. What do you need to really sit down and have a long discussion on? And what do you need to just look at and go, you know what? I was in a bad mood. Forget that. Let's just move on. My mom and dad were very good at not holding grudges upon each other. And also sense of humor in their relationship and with each other was really important. And I witnessed a lot of that. I witnessed them laugh things off that instead of making a big deal of certain things, which was healthy for their relationship, which I try to maintain in mine.
Matthew, first I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. It's around the corner. You're the father of 3 beautiful children. But I got to tell you a quick story.
Yes.
Before I left this morning, I go to my kids. I have a 2- and a 4-year-old. And my wife was very impressed that we were interviewing Matthew McConaughey. My kids not so much. And I go, do you know who Matthew McConaughey is? That's Buster Moon. Now I'm the coolest dad in Colorado.
Buster.
I gotta tell you that. So thanks for that. My kids love you. We love you. And but I got to get to your father though. He did.
Now that's the only way my kids know that their dad's in the movies because of Buster Moon. They hadn't seen any of the other stuff like that.
Kids love it. Kids love it. But unfortunately, Matthew, your father passed away before you achieved success in Hollywood. How does he continue to inspire you? Because you talk so much about him in your book.
Yeah. Well, work ethic. He was a great. I miss him because he would have loved working on scripts and characters with me. He would have loved that. There's some serendipity in his passing away. He was not alive for me to see my success that I took on in the career of acting, but he lived 5 days into my first role. And I've always seen that as a really graceful timing, that my father was alive during the time that I found what would be my life's passion, during the time I found what would be more than a hobby, during the time that I found what would be a career that I would take on. So I always felt like that was very graceful, divine timing, that he lived and overlapped me finding what I wanted to do. I have conversations with him all the time, spiritually, and talk to him like he's around here. I miss him. He would have really enjoyed breaking down scripts, talking about stories, and talking story with me.
Before we go, Matthew, I have to share with you that your book has really impacted my brother-in-law, Eric Dellenbach, who's known now in the medical community as the sickest COVID patient to survive. So he's been in the hospital, Matthew, for 5 months now, recently had to get a double lung transplant because of COVID. He's having a hard time, and your book has been a huge source of motivation for him to keep going. Could you share some words of encouragement for Eric?
Beautiful, Eric. Hey, just keep living, man. I mean, we all have these circumstances, and it's not about what's fair or not about what we deserve or not. Life deals us different hands at different times, and we got 2 ways we can look at it. We can sit there and battle through and look around at our nearest loved ones around us and love them even more and let ourselves be loved by them even more. But deal with it day to day. It'll all. I got my hunch is all the hardships will make sense one day, either in this life or the next one. If we can trust in that and have hope and look immediately around at the people in the hearts that love us, and just turn up the notch on that, on letting you being able to receive that love and also being able to give it out, and that's I think as good as we can do.
Beautifully said.
Amen to that, brother. Keep it up.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Matthew, for that. Your book is, like I said.
Got the whole panel crying up here.
Yeah. You guys have to check out Green Lights, because let me tell you, like I said, not only has it helped me, Jeff, but also my brother-in-law. It is out now. Trust me, you got to find it on Amazon, wherever books are sold. Get yourself a copy. You can also pre-order your very own Green Lights journal. Find out all the details at greenlights.com.
Also, that audio version, Matthew. killed it.
I
Loved
know.
it. Loved it.
Matthew, we appreciate you more than you know. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, honey.
Great talking to you. Happy Father's Day, everyone out there. Enjoy it. See you in the next one. Let's do the best we can.
Yes.
That's right.
Thank you,
Thanks, brother.
Matthew.